Right, 0-0. Webby, quick thoughts, mate.
Poor, very poor. Happy with the point. The managers, I'm not, because Liverpool are poor. There's only that. I think it's Palace and Burnley who've conceded less than them. They're there for the taking. But you take a point at one of your rivals, but in one shot in the full game.
I know what you mean, mate. 2 draws though, Stoke away and Liverpool away. I mean, looking at it like sort of that way.
Before, but I'm talking about the performance, mate.
Yeah.
It was poor. 6 or 7 of our team had been off for 2 weeks. We looked tired. Some of them had been halfway around the world. I'm just disappointed. But I take a point. I may be being a bit greedy, but one shot in the full game, which Lukaku's got to score. Yeah. Just thought we were poor. I thought Lingard, poor substitution.
I'm here with Raheem. I mean, you kind of look at it and you think such a big occasion, 0-0. Is it a dreadful result? But then you remember, like before the game, what we were saying, looking at their defence and looking at their weaknesses. Are you disappointed?
In a sense, I am disappointed. I expected at least for us to go for it. At least for it. Oh God, it was overhyped. It was overhyped. All this Sky Sports commentary segments over, the past games, Gary Neville and Jamie Carragher, going on that stupid helicopter. I was expecting a good game today. But typical Mourinho, parked the bus against the defensive team. Thank you very much. We're still above you though.
You didn't win, mate.
That's true.
It was why didn't they win? I don't understand.
Man, honestly, we played defensive football against a team that can't defend.
Yeah.
That's how bad it is. And I'm just saying, if this is how we're going to play against this team, what are we going to do when Man City comes?
Nah, you're right, I get what you're saying, right? But
I'm not saying it's a crap result, but I'm not gonna say I'm pleased with this.
No, man. Don't get me wrong, not pleased at all. But when you look at the occasion of it, like a big game, the 2 games that we dropped points in this season, right? We've dropped points against Stoke away. We've lost that game recently in the past. Every single team that we've beaten so far, you're like, in the past you could see us getting a draw against. We could have lost here today if he played in a different way. But look, 2 draws, Liverpool away and Stoke away. Is it really that bad?
It's not that bad, mate. It's not that bad. And like I said, it's not the worst result in the world. But when you consider what they have at their back, a centre mid at left back, an unknown right back, and an Iceland, who's that? Was it Klavan at centre back? Was it Klavan?
No, it was Matip and the other one, Lovren and Matip.
Oh, great. Then you consider what they had at the and Mignolet, it's like, oh God. I expected for at least go for the game, at least go for it.
The thing is as well is you saw your man at left back, Moreno. He was exposed a couple of times and we weren't even attacking. If we were attacking, we could have got more chances there. But any positives in terms of individual players?
We got a clean sheet. Best goalie in the world by far. Man of the match for me, it's got to be one of the defence. Yeah. I'll give it to Jones. Jones was good today.
Fair play as well, because I was concerned Jones and Smalling, hearing about that.
And you know what? I don't want to be brag about my.
Were you loving him? Yeah.
But mate, I was always right about Smalling and Jones. Smalling and Jones are honestly Gary Southgate, if you're watching this, take them to the World Cup, mate. They start at the World Cup, man.
I'm trying to come up with something to be positive about. Can we be positive about the actual result?
I think most United fans wanted to come away with a draw today. I think most United fans would have been satisfied with a 0-0. But, having said that, the way the game went, I think we had a few chances to probably take the 1-0 lead, but just didn't happen. I saw Lukaku had the chance, but he didn't manage to put it away, so...
The thing is, that was our only chance really in the game as well. So it's just like, I don't know, man. We with their defence, I understand like coming in and getting the 0-0, and I'm sort of an advocate of that in a way. Yeah. But with their defence, man, going into it with a hype all behind it.
We could have penetrated their defence a bit more, I think. But knowing Mourinho, he wanted to keep a flat back four, in terms of our positioning. And I think a 0-0 was a decent result for us, to be honest.
I mean, that's what I mean. You look at it sort of, you take a step back and look at it. We dropped points in 2 games, Stoke away, Liverpool away. Yeah. They're not really bad games to drop points. They're what you'd expect to draw, aren't they, really? You'd sort of, 2 of those games, I'm not saying you'd take a draw, but you know what I mean? You'd be okay with it, really.
Exactly. These are the games that we drew last season, so to come away with a draw again, I mean, it's not too bad, but we definitely want to be winning these games because of the firepower we have this season.
The thing is, the games that we were drawing last season, we're also winning now, aren't we, against the smaller side, so
Exactly, yeah, definitely, especially in our away performances. We definitely need to improve, but I think this is the right step forward, and we can build from this now.
Any individual positives? I mean, David De Gea is the one that jumps out.
Yeah, David De Gea, he's a machine, isn't he? I mean, that save from Matip, I don't think any other keeper would pull off that kind of save. But I'd like to give a special shout out to Ashley Young. I mean, he's been drafted in again by Mourinho. He put in a shift, didn't he? I mean, that's what he does. You know, Mourinho knows him, knows his game, and he managed to do well today. So
man of the match then, is it Dave?
I think it's Dave, yeah. Based on that save alone, yeah, definitely.
Abdullah, mate, loads of United fans are gutted at that. Because a load of United fans think it was that. Absolutely effing shite. Any positives, man?
No, not really. Bar maybe getting a point away at Liverpool when they do. The only time they really do outplay teams, it is against the top 6 sides. Obviously, they lost 5-0 to City, but when you look at it from last season and so on, it's not an easy place to come to, no matter where we are in the league, no matter where they are in the league, no matter if we're dominating, Liverpool dominating. It's always going to be a tough game at the end of the day. It's the biggest game in England, so it's never going to be an easy game for us. I think maybe getting the point in the circumstances of the game. Gutted, I think we didn't get. I think the way we set up was sort of to hit them on a counter, try hold on to it at times in the game.
Right,
but
this is the thing, mate. I agree with you there. Like, that is the way we set up. But I don't mind United setting up in games like this to do that, to counter-attack people. Yeah. Mate, we had one shot out there today, and they were going at us. There was no counter there.
For me, it's doing it the right way, and a lot of people obviously go ahead and talk about Mourinho. But another thing as well, a lot of the players were playing it so simple. A lot of our players, and also sloppy passes from Matic, Herrera. I mean, they all have, for example, a 5 out of 10 game. They didn't have a mistake in them, but there wasn't that killer pass in the end from Mkhitaryan, or Lukaku had that shot on target and he has a good save from Mignolet. At the end of the first half. That was the only really clear-cut chance. Martial was good on the ball and he was good defensively. He saved us twice when they got behind Darmian. I think we targeted that side where Moreno was with Valencia and Young, and it worked pretty well in the first half, but I think they noticed it in the second and we couldn't really do much. But when we did get the ball, we just didn't create anything. And is that really down to Mourinho in the end when he does set them up like that and you're telling them, listen, do your job, we leave here with a goal, sorry. And we didn't do that, unfortunately. Some of the players went up to it today, sloppy passes and so on. Looked a bit like the average performances we've had to about 2 seasons ago. Listen, it's one game where you come up against the Liverpool side who really want it. It's at Anfield. We've got to kick on from here. And like I said, I've said this before, like after Stoke, games like this is where the next game you have to win.
Exactly.
And also one more thing, I think against the big sides, people say we'll always sit back. I think when we're at home, we won't do that. If you look at Tottenham last season, even Liverpool when they came to us last season, we'll have those 50-50 games where it's up and down the pitch. And I think when we're at Old Trafford, we'll be more comfortable. But if we're going to be getting points away against the big sides, the big rivalries, then smashing the teams lower down the table, then that's a positive. That's only a positive for us.
That is bang on what you said about the next game as well, man. Like, if we're coming into this and we're disappointed after it, we come into the next game and smash them 4-0, people will forget how we played. People will just remember the fact that we got the point. You know what I mean?
It's about kicking on, like I said, from those results that put you down. Like Fergie, he would have straight up set the team the week after to absolutely hammer it, hammer the next team after that and make sure we do get the 3 points. But like I said, we are higher in the table than them. We will finish higher than them. They've not won a league title. They're all fuming in there. So it's a bit nice, to get out of here whilst they all think they should win. But unfortunately, it doesn't work like that. We can come here, park the bus, absolutely piss them off, and leave with a 1 point.
The main positive is that they're fuming, essentially.
Exactly, fuming.